Sometimes you just need some good old meat and potatoes.
Oh, and trust us, folks, this isn't your ordinary meat and potatoes.
This one-pot wonder is bound to be a family favorite.
Tender chunks of steak with crispy potatoes, all in a buttery garlic sauce.
Every bite is stick to your ribs yumminess.
Yes, they
I
are.
love a good old stick to your ribs.
Oh, steak and potatoes.
I tell you,
That's my meal.
I mean, if there ever has a name Loon on it, it's this one. So let's get going. I mean, I've got over here, I've got a large, we're doing this all pretty much in one big skillet. So I've got a large cast iron skillet. I put 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can do vegetable oil. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. We're going to use a total of 4 tablespoons of butter, but we're going to kind of build it as we go.
4 tablespoons. That's my kind of steak.
I know. No, well, it's a buttery, and it's got a little bit of garlic. Okay, let's talk steak.
All right, so we have two, I think they're strips, right? We've got New York strips.
Yeah.
And you cut them into little bite-sized pieces.
Not too little. You want them.
Yeah.
Those are
How big were
that's
they?
a pound and a half of beef that you want.
Okay, pound and a half of beef.
So you can go with, obviously, we're living in a time, if you're watching this currently, where beef is a little on the expensive side. But you don't want to go with a real cheap cut of meat that's going to be tough because it doesn't take long in the skillet here. So we went with New York strip, but you could do ribeye, you could do sirloin, and this easily feeds 4 people. So it's a good like Sunday dinner, you know. So before you get going,
go ahead.
Get this in. I have got a pound and a half. These are just baby gold potatoes, and I'm going to put them.
You're going to flip those over.
I'm going to flip them because I want them to get that, like you said, kind of crispy.
So good. And
just,
then they get so tender.
They get super tender on the inside. So do this on the cut side. Okay, go ahead.
All right, well, you're doing that. So I've got some salt and pepper. I want to get this nice and seasoned up.
Yeah.
So I've got some salt here. Just get it all good and salty. And then I'm going to...
Just a liberal sprinkling.
Yeah, then I'm going to add some pepper. There we go, liberal sprinkling, and then I'm going to mix it up and add some more. And then I've got some smoked paprika. This is just so delicious on this meat. And
it gives nice round flavor.
Yes, it does. All right, I'm going to add this, mix it up a bit with my hands, turn them over, get them all good and deliciously seasoned.
I'll give you the rest of this smoked paprika.
Perfect, yes.
So the timing of this is great because these take about a total of 15 minutes. We're going to let these get nice and kind of crispy on the bottom. Don't touch them once you get them in place because they'll form that crust that we love so much.
And I'm going to continue to salt and pepper my steak.
And then I'll start stirring them, and they'll take about another 15 minutes. You want them to get them nice and tender because that's when they're going to be cooked. And that allows the steak the time to absorb that seasoning and get really flavorful.
Oh,
yay!
I'm drooling already.
Okay, aren't these beautiful?
Those are gorgeous.
So I let them go about, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes. And then once they start to get a nice golden, then you can flip them over. You're just kind of getting a jump start on it. You want to do this over, like I'd say medium high heat. You want these to cook through. And again, that depends on the size of your potatoes. Sometimes I've gotten the larger gold potatoes. Sometimes if you can't find the baby ones, you can get the bigger ones and just cube them, and they're going to be smaller, so they're going to cook more quickly. This took about, and you can do more quickly. You can do the old sharp knife test, and if it pierces it, it's good. You know, and you can also take one and just cut one in half, and you don't want it to be like mushy. We like these to have a little crispy on the outside and tender on the inside, but not so.
Not mush.
Yeah, that they're falling apart.
Yeah, like you're making mashed potatoes.
Right. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
That's pretty good. But okay.
Oh, those look so
I know.
good.
You could just sit and eat these.
I know.
But you know what makes everything better? Meat.
Yeah. Was that salt?
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah, salt and meat. Okay. So now this is good. Now what we're going to do is we want to.
You got them all?
Yeah, we got them all. Now like I said, that was on pretty medium high heat. Now we really want to crank this up to high heat, and I'm going to add another tablespoon of olive oil, and then I'm going to add a tablespoon of
more
oil.
butter.
More butter. We're halfway through the butter now. And what we're going to do.
This is good. This has just been sitting here and
soaking up that flavor.
Yeah.
If you want to stick it in the fridge, you can, but it's probably been, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes to get those potatoes in the right spot. Okay, so now if you want to go ahead and dump those in.
Yeah, give me a scrape.
And we are going to let these hang out untouched for about a minute. And what's going to happen is they're just going to form kind of like a nice crust that we love. Look at that. And that paprika gives it kind of a beautiful hue.
Yes, totally.
I love hue. Okay.
I love hue too.
Oh, hue. So anyway, we're gonna let this go, like I said, for a minute, then we toss it and go for like another minute, and then all comes together. Look at that. I mean, is that a skillet full of deliciousness? Okay,
That's a dream come true.
I know. So after about a minute, I let that, you can see like little starting to form.
What was that?
That was 2 tablespoons of butter.
More butter.
More butter. It's garlic butter sauce. Okay, now I'm going to turn the heat back down to medium. And so that was 2 tablespoons of butter. I've got 6 cloves of garlic that I've minced here. And
now you can leave out, you don't have to do all that garlic, right? If like your dad, he doesn't like a lot of garlic.
My dad always says, I don't hate garlic. Everyone, he just doesn't like
your
things
mother says
overly garlic.
Your mother always says, now Jerry doesn't like that a lot of garlic.
He says, yes, I do. I just don't like too much garlic. And I think we can all sort of relate to that. But yes, if you don't like garlic at all, then I mean,
just use butter.
Yeah, we won't call it a garlic butter sauce.
You can go easier on the garlic, right?
You could. Yeah. You could. It would still be delicious.
It'd still be good.
Okay, so now
I like all the garlic.
I know. Now I'm going to hit this with a healthy pinch of salt. We're going to do a little more salt for finishing, and then we got that look good.
That
some pepper.
looks good. Now I'm going to add these
potatoes, and we just need to let them soak up all that. I'm telling you, it's meat and potatoes like you've never had.
I can't contain myself.
I know. We better cut just because Wesley's about to faint. Okay, we're gonna let this go for just a few minutes, and then it's time to dish it up. And look at that.
Oh,
I was thinking this would be fun to do like out on a campfire too. You could just get like a over.
You are so full of ideas.
Good ideas. Not that we ever go on campfires very much, but anyway, it's a good idea.
Come on.
Okay, so that was, I should have told you, that was, we got to make it even prettier. So
parsley.
We put a little chopped Italian parsley.
You need some green in there.
Something to make it resemble, something with,
Yeah. And then
greener.
you can serve this next to, some Brussels sprouts or something like that.
Like our southern style green beans. Just a salad. Look at all that.
Or just meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes. Oh gosh,
that
Chris,
sauce.
Let me bring this over down here.
And when we like I said, top it with, be careful. We've added salt, so but a little coarse sea salt is kind of a nice touch.
Chris.
I know. This is definitely.
This is
Wesley's dream meal, and I'm not saying I don't love it too. Oh my gosh, I just love this sauce.
Wow! All right, Chris.
Okay, you gotta do a little.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of some coarse sea salt just to give it a little
texture and a little added flavor.
There we go.
Oh boy! I know.
Oh, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get both.
I think you should.
Oh, that potato's perfect, Chris.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that garlic butter sauce down there. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Oh. Every time we do meat and potatoes, it just, people go crazy for it.
I am beside myself. Y'all.
It's just so.
Just
stick to your ribs, delicious.
Stick to your ribs. You might want to add a little salad on the side to, regulate yourself a little bit. Oh, y'all. One more.
Yeah.
One more.
I love the potatoes too. They just. And then it's not too garlicky.
Not at all. This is like 10 trillion billion% ludicrous.
Well, we just hit a record, I think.
Yes.
Leave it to meat and potatoes.
It is
all right, you guys. We love you like we love meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
And
we do.
That's how much we love you. That's a lot. So make meat and potatoes and just be happy.
And your family will be happy, or whoever's sitting there with you.
Be happy. All right, bye everybody.